Hey guys, it's M4J here and welcome back to M4J Transport here on Cities in Motion 2. Before we get started, if there's any changes in audio or video or anything like that, it's because I'm recording on my laptop and I'm recording the audio live with the video in a single file. I think I mentioned this with my Spyro videos from last week. Although I'm saying that, I don't actually know when this video is going out yet, so it might not be last week by the time you guys get to see it. So the game and hopefully my audio should be at a good enough level that you can hear me both. This is kind of an experiment episode. If it doesn't quite work out, then you won't hear any of this. You'll just hear me doing another voiceover on top. Anyway, highways is what we're fixing today. Doesn't the city look big and vast and busy from this angle? Let me zoom in a little bit. Some of these areas, they look like they're really busy, and it turns out it's just loads of stops trying to render one on top of the other. That is quite loud, actually. Let me see if I can turn the game volume down a little bit. There we go. Turn it down a little bit more. New tram square, that's what one I was going to check, because we did have a tram queue, although it does seem to be sorting itself out now. There's a lot of lag, especially here. I mean, look at all these people walking around the city. It's no wonder we're experiencing game lag. There's a lot of citizens. The new metro to monorail to pre-metro to rapid trolley connection here at New Tram Square certainly does seem to be producing lots of people, which is good because it means we are rich as hell right now. Look at that. Total company value 71 million. Cash 12 million. Debt, didn't realise we still had a debt. Are there loans I can pay off then? Oh, yeah. I don't like the fact that there isn't a button you can just click to pay off the loan. So we are having to pay these off slowly but surely. Weekly payment, 110,000. Wow, that could cripple most companies. Yeah, that's quite excessive. How much am I paying in loan interest? 84,000. With 121,000 in repayments. I do remember episode 5 of this series, I nearly went bust when I was building New Tram Square. I went way too much trying to build certain things. I think, wasn't it, I had to sell loads of buses in order to buy the trams to make us enough money to actually end up with all this. This series very nearly ended because of my own ineptitude rather than anything else. And I suppose that does lead me nicely onto the first topic I wanted to talk about today, which is upload schedules. I'm thinking of getting rid of my upload schedule. I'm thinking of just making it where I still like to schedule uploads. So I do like the Friday evening slot, for example. But I do want to change my channel into an as and when kind of setup. So I'll only upload, or videos will only be published as and when I feel that they should be. Which sounds a bit weird when I say it like that. I'll try and explain it a little bit better. Those of you that follow me on Twitter, I've already mentioned this I think once or twice. Those of you that follow me on YouTube, you probably wouldn't have noticed. And those of you that follow the racing series that we do on Twitch, you definitely would have noticed. I've been having a few health issues recently. I won't dwell too much on what those are, because at the time of me recording this, I'm not 100% sure myself. Basically, it's a dizziness, headache, loss of vision kind of thing. Which could be one of several million different things. So like I said, I'm not going to speculate too much on that, and I would appreciate it if people in the chat and the comments and everything didn't try and speculate on it either, because you might think you're being helpful, but trust me, you're not. So with that, I'm going to be making some lifestyle choices and some lifestyle changes, and one of those is the amount of stress that I put on myself trying to make this channel work. People don't realise how hard it is to have a YouTube channel. And if you're sat out there thinking, it can't be that hard, do it. You know, set up a channel and try and get to 1,000 subscribers in less than a year. And then I prefer my apologies in writing. It's not easy. It is not an easy thing to do at all. So, with that in mind, like I said, I'm going to be reducing my upload schedule a little bit. I'll still be making videos, but I won't be going hell for leather like I have done in the past. I was talking about doing daily uploads for this series. That will no longer be the case. I will upload as and when I see fit, which means some weeks there will be more than one episode, some weeks there'll be less than one episode. and that's my decision. It's final. It's mainly come about because I've been spending months and months and months trying to hammer home that we need to get to 1,000 subscribers sooner rather than later, and also, we need to get the channel support up. We need more people knowing about it. We need more people supporting it, watching videos, liking content, sharing content, and it's just not happened. It has just not happened, which is very, very disappointing. The most disappointing one, actually, and I'm going to have a small dig at some people here, and I don't apologise for that either. The most disappointing one is people who pretend like they're trying to help, when in actual fact are just trying to shift the blame onto somebody else. And I use Reddit as an example for this. I premiered a couple of these videos and every single one of my OpenTTD videos so far in the series. And the idea behind that was, I figured so many people were asking me questions about the series, particularly with OpenTTD. They were asking me what my plans were, they were asking me why I went away for so long, why I chose to come back to it, all things like that. And it was getting really, really difficult to keep up with the comments, replying, and messages that people were sending me and things like that. So I thought I'll do it as a premiere. People can watch it like a live stream, they can chat like a live stream, and I can respond to questions like a live stream. The only difference is I can't say it out loud, I do still have to type it, but everyone is seeing everyone else's questions and hopefully seeing the answers to questions that they might have as well. And the first week it was good, lots of people came, and we had a good chat. Second week really picked up, because I think that was the one where I really started talking about the future of the channel, and there's a very real danger that it might be going away if things don't improve. Third week, same thing, pretty encouraging. Fourth week, nosedived. Fifth week, nosedived even further. And last week, one person came and watched the whole thing with me. And actually, I had to leave early because I wasn't feeling well. But I don't think anyone else joined after I left. And I say I'm going to have a dig at someone here because there's someone who pretends or claims or maybe even is genuinely interested in helping keep the channel going. They went and put a Reddit post up saying, hey, come watch this, you can ask questions, and then they didn't bother turning up to watch it. And that's just as bad as not sharing it at all, is sharing it and then you not doing your bit, because if someone were to see that post, then come on the channel and not even see the person who created the post, it doesn't look good, does it? I'm going to, whoops, wrong thing. I'm going to get rid of some of these monorails. I'm going to redo the monorail, probably off camera, between episodes, to try and stop this problem. So yeah, OpenTTD, I'm going to talk more about the OpenTTD series in the OpenTTD videos, but this series, I tried premiering videos in this series as well. I asked people what they thought of it. One person replied, the other 4 or 5 that were in the chat at the time completely ignored the question. Which is also incredibly rude. I can't understand any culture anywhere in the world where you can just openly ignore someone and that be okay. It's an incredibly rude and arrogant thing to do. And if you don't even know what you're doing, if you don't even know that you're doing it, then that's incredibly ignorant as well and obnoxious. So, I sound like I'm moaning a lot, and I am. I'm giving my reasons really as to why the channel is changing. I'm justifying it because, as I said to some people in private conversations, my health was genuinely being affected by the stress caused from this channel. And I think if you get to that point in life where you're really stressing about something that ultimately shouldn't really matter, it's time to step back. So I'm going to go back to what I used to do best, which was make videos for fun. When this wasn't a potential career option, when I was an engineering student and this was just an escapism, that's when I feel I made my best content, and that's also when I feel I made my best progress. So videos will be uploaded as and when I see fit on subjects that I decide. I'm also going to be block recording episodes, so this is currently episode 41 that I'm making right now. I'll be making episode 42 within the next couple of days, episode 43. I'm going to try and get like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 made in a week, and I will upload them as and when I see fit. If you drop some comments down below, I will reply to them via text, but if you want me to reply to them in videos, that is no longer going to happen because, and again I'm going to sound really harsh saying this, but I don't really bothered by that right now, I gave you the opportunity to interact with me. I have interaction sheets, I have name suggestion sheets, I have openly welcomed people commenting, asking questions, and also in streams I've had numerous occasions where I've said, anyone have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them, and no one says anything. And more often than not, those videos will be premiered, the whole ask any questions would be said, no one will ask any questions, and then as soon as the stream ends, someone will ask a question. And that's really annoying. That's really annoying, because again, it's just proving that people are ignoring what you're saying, not listening to anything that comes out of my mouth or anything that I type on the screen. So the general feeling now is, if you guys won't interact with me directly when you have the opportunity to, I'm not going to interact directly with you. So if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments section, but don't be offended if I don't immediately reply. If I do premiere these videos again, don't leave the stream as soon as you've asked the question, because again, there's a special place in hell for people that do things like that. And finally, don't be upset if any of your questions go unanswered, because half the time I'm busy, I can't reply. The other half of the time, I think, what's the point, because you don't read the response anyway. Okay, got all that off my chest, feel a little bit better now. Let's build some highways. And like I said, guys, I mean, I apologise if you are one of those who have helped over the last year or so to get this channel popular. I do apologise to you, because I know it's not your fault, and I'm not directly blaming you. There's one person where I do think actions speak louder than words, and sometimes your actions didn't match up with your words. But the majority of the people have made the experience quite pleasurable, so I do appreciate that. But there are lots of people who might not even know that they're doing it, but they do act like they are owed something all of the time, and that is not how YouTube works. You are owed nothing. And there are people that say, well, you wouldn't get to where you are without your audience, and that's true. But for then those same people to turn around and say, hey, you need to do this because I subscribe to your channel, you're what's wrong with YouTube. Like, you are the toxicity that drives most creators away from the platform. And you don't even realise it. That's the sad thing. You don't even realise just how bad you are. And it is about time. I see lots of channels now where people call out people. Whether it's fellow creators or whether it's audience members, whatever it might be. And I think we do need more of that. We do need to put more of these people out on trial almost, and just say, you are what's wrong with this platform. You are the reason. Especially those who complain. Like, if you complain about my channel, just think for a second about what you're saying, and also think about the significance of what you're saying. And does it still feel like a valid argument? That's what I would say, because 9 times out of 10, it's not. It's not a valid argument, it's just someone getting petty over something really stupid. Which is what this response is as well. I'll be the first to admit that it's me being petty over something really stupid. And I shouldn't really let it affect me as much as I do. But, as again, I see this as a potential career option one day, it does mean a lot. And I do want it to be successful, and currently it's not being. So, something needs to change. Anyway, I will stop talking about it now. What am I doing here then? Well, I'm removing, first of all, this bit of the highway, because we're going to redirect this bit of the highway. We're going to tunnel it underground, under the river, and we're going to have a little junction that connects up with this roundabout, and then we're going to have a big junction that connects up with this freeway, which currently runs to nowhere. And this is going to be the main north-east-west highway, which is going to run right the way through the core of the city here, under the water here, and connect up somewhere. And I'm being careful where I go with this, because I don't want to say something that's not going to happen. I think it's actually going to turn north up here and then loop around. And then it's going to run through the centre. Where are we? It's going to run along this stretch of road here. So it's actually going to come out from underground over here somewhere, connect up with this. And then this is going to be the highway running through this bit here. And then it's going to run along here. Maybe turn this way. And then this section here, it's all one-way streets again, isn't it? Although, I mean, this way, I was thinking some of this might be turned into one-way streets again. I might have to redo this trolley line accordingly. And then at the southern end, somewhere over here, it's going to turn back into a full-blown highway again. and it's going to join up with the existing highway with a new junction somewhere around here, which could revolve around lots of stuff being demolished. I like the idea of putting it on this section here because I think it'll be the least impactful building project. Like, there will be buildings that will be destroyed, but I won't have to remove streets or stations or anything like that. But we're going to focus on phase 1 today, which is building this section north and connecting it up to this section under here. There. So this is going to be drawn across. In fact, I might do that now. Expressway. How many lanes? What's that? 1, 2, 3. And there is a fourth one coming in there, so I might put it as 4. Actually, I might put it as 3 plus bus. Alright, and you're 3 underground. I need to move the camera up. There we go. For those of you that aren't aware, if you press and hold Z on the keyboard and move the mouse, it moves the camera. I think that's a really cool tool, especially when your middle mouse button is broken, like mine currently is. It's really handy having a different tool to be able to utilize camera movement. I was trying to think where I was going with that sentence then. Where's the roundabout? The roundabout is here. The main highway is going to run almost directly underneath this avenue, and the whole reason behind it is to remove traffic from this avenue because it's getting a bit painful to watch. So we are going to tunnel further underground at this point, and you're going to go... Really? We might have to build a staggered junction over on this side then. Already have lost it. Right, that's the avenue. It runs right next to the park. Maybe we'll build the junction under the park then. Let's try this again. We're kind of threading the eye of the needle here, because we're going under... Maybe we can just curve it around like this. Yeah, I mean that works. We will have to watch out for the metro here. Can we go under it? No. Can we go over it? Yes. And I think actually we are going to run it round like this at this point. And make it a bit more obvious that, you know, that's the northern side. And this side is the southern side. I think we can thread it underneath here. And then keep it running straight under here. Like that. And I probably... I'm going to delete this bit first. Try that again. So under here, I think it was 4. Is that even the right one? No. No, it is not. It was that one. So yeah, you're going to run under like this, and you're going to keep running under like this to approximately there, and then you're going to slope up 1 and connect up like that. Okay. So already you can see, I mean, they run fairly close together here, but then it splits up again. That's fine. We're going to save this. Hopefully we don't crash. Given how much lag there is currently with this game, I think the crashes are going to be more frequent again. Come on, cities. There we go. Alright, so that's kind of like phase 0.1. I've already forgotten where we are. Here we are. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is connect this avenue up to this street here. But I want to do it in a slightly weird way. So we're going to remove that, and we're going to replace it with 4 lane. That goes straight up like that. And then this side, think we're actually going to do the same. So currently we've got this as... To show what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace that with a footpath bit, and then you are going to go there, 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 and there. And we're going to replace this bit also with a footpath bit. And then this bit, we're going to replace with more like this, I think. Like that and like that. This is technically only one. So in that case, we're going to replace it with 3. Kind of like that. And then we'll replace it with a 2 here. The idea is to go along like this and then up. Like this. I mean, that's not... Oh, that's a bad design. I was about to say it's not the worst design ever, and then I saw that. So was it there? 1, 2, 3. Or whatever number. There we go. Okay. Which does mean that that is going to be replaced, and this is also going to be replaced with... Should I do it? I should do them next to each other, really, shouldn't I? Kind of like that, and then curve it a bit like that. I feel like I should do this as a 3-lane. I'll do it as a 3-lane. This might end up causing severe traffic, which I'd worked hard to correct in previous episodes, but we shall see. And then 1, and then 0, and curve round, and connect. Alright, and then from here, underground. I feel like, and I'm pressing the wrong button again. So what's this? This is Metro track, and we need to go over the top of that, like so. Now, how many lanes have we got here? 3. Actually, do you know what? That's dumb. That is dumb. We'll do the highway or the avenue connection here first, because that will help with some of the design. So let's come back to here. I'll remove that. We'll remove that. A bit like that. And then from here, you're going to slope down relatively gently to approximately here. Okay. And then we want let me just think. So here, I mean, this is 4 lanes going in. We're going to have 3 lanes coming off to about here, and then 2 are going to continue to come up to here, and 2 are going to come down like that and connect up with the freeway again. This side, we're going to have it'd be a little bit different. We're going to have 1. This is where I wish you could have lopsided avenues, because that would make life a lot easier. I guess we're going to have just 3 all the way down here. That's not what I wanted to click. So 1, and then like that maybe? I'm just trying to think how to design this. Okay, we could do 3 coming around like this. Or actually, no, I know what we could do. We could do 2 that come round like this, and then we can have another 2 that go up, and actually this is going to be expressway style. So where's the... So that's all the way over there. And again I'm stuck. Alright, I think I can't even do that. This is really actually quite frustrating, because I can't build it the way I wanted to build it originally, because I need to put the underwater tunnels in first, but then I also need to know how... No, I suppose I could do some of it. I could do some of it. You're probably wondering what the hell am I talking about right now. Okay, this is the plan. So you're going to go 3 along and 2 underground, like this. You're then going to turn slightly underneath this way to approximately there. Okay, this is then going to come down and round like that. How steep is that slope? That's actually not a bad slope. And then this is going to go back to 5 and go right under the water. To something like that, and I mean it kind of needs to come back a little bit from there, maybe to here. So I kind of want to connect it here, like remove some streets there, and then on this side we are going to have to... Is this actively used? Yeah, it's used by the trolley line. What number is that? Route 202. But I could actually move it to there. Like that. And then move the stop. Whoa, that's quite busy. So we've got pre-metro directly above it, actually. That works quite nicely if I move it like that. And then 202... What stop number are you? 174. Right near the end as well. There we go. And then I can move this and this. Alright. And then from here, I can go 2 under... 1 under, and join. And then you go 3s all the way under to probably there. Remove this road. This one's going to be a bit steeper. In fact, we could do it a bit more like that, and then like that, and then draw it across like that. That works a bit better. Okay, and then this will come straight across and then somehow connect up with what we've got going on over here, with some big kind of junction. And again, I'm already thinking, how the hell am I going to do this? If I do this side first, then the other side should be a lot easier. So this is 5 all the way along. And actually this works really well if I stop it about here, and we'll break it into 2 3s. This 3 is going to come around to, let's say here, and then we're going to break it into 2 2s. So you're going to come up. What have we got here? Yeah, it's just residential. I mean, I say that like it doesn't matter. Of course it matters. What I mean is, we're not removing crucial buildings, even though we are. And then you're going to come across and down to connect up with that there. Like that. Again, how does that look? Yeah, I suppose it will do. And then this side, you're going to run as 3, drop you down 2. In fact, drop you down a couple more to go under that. Alright, this might be a bit more difficult than I thought. Okay, we can do it like that. But then we gotta quickly bring it back up again to go over that. There we go. We'll do it like that. You are going to connect straight over to that, and then you again, where are we going to connect this bit? So the last one was connected onto this avenue here, so maybe this one connects up to this avenue here. Okay, maybe not there. I mean, could I just draw it out like that? Let's do that for a second and see how steep the slope is. Pretty steep. We won't do that then. Okay. Maybe this next junction then we'll do it too. Like that. That works. And then it's on the same road as this side. And then that's all of that done. 2 off, 3 on, and then 2 and 1. I'm not sure I like the 2 and 1. I would prefer it if the middle lane went both ways, which is kind of why I designed it like this. I suppose what I could do is replace these with just one way, or one lane, not one way. Like that. And then on this side, this one I might keep as 2 actually, because they do separate up the top end there. So that's that done. And I'd like to think done quite well. I think that feeds in quite nicely. And we've done the roundabout here. That might be the only junction we have, like the only main junction. This is all connected up as well. So now we just got to do the return road. How does this look here? Yeah, that all looks good. The way that joins up is all good. Alright then. Yeah, let's do the rest. I'm just thinking out loud as to whether this is actually right or not. Probably isn't, but what can you do? Right, other side. So somehow, I think I'm going to do it on this curve, which you can't really see because of the way it's built. But I'm going to break the road off and loop it down and round, which will mean rebuilding this little bit. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to drag it out. Really? So it won't actually let me do that at all. Let's bring it back a little bit then. Okay. This is not going as well as I hoped. So is it just now refusing to cooperate? That seems to be... Road bends too sharply, not enough space. Ah, okay. I think I get it. So I'm going to rebuild this. And I might even build it... No, I'll build it as this one for now. Like this. And then roughly... let's see, I need to dive under about here. Because that then should thread through there quite nicely. And then it will veer... So it'll come down, round under that, and then above that is what the plan is. Really? Oh, it looks like it's like sticking to that. So around here, we're going to do it to this height at 24, and then here we're going to just open it up to a full 5 road. Oh, are you being difficult now? Yes. I think I've gone down too far. So not 24. 24 is too far. So it must be 20 then. Let's just check that. No? 16? Alright, 16. So that is probably the right place for this, and then we're going to break out into a full 5 road under here. That doesn't go over. That does go over. Okay, to there maybe? Let me just check this. So that's 16. And then you come up to 8. There. Alright, that works. And then this is going to branch off this way and connect up with that. And then that's going to form the continuous east-west, and in fact all of this is going to be changed to normal road anyway. And then this side we're going to have 3, which is going to come off and around under there. It's not the prettiest, but it'll work. In fact, you're going to come out a little bit wider still, because it's got to run either side of this avenue. So you're going to come to about there, and then you're going to turn into a 5 again, and then you're pretty much going to run straight along to approximately here, where you're going to turn into a 3. I'm sure I just saw the can't build in water thing come up then. Oh boy, would that be annoying if that came up. I'm also just realizing, how am I going to break another road off there? I'll have to really crack it to make that work. Alright, so you're going to go to there, and then you're going to be a 5 again. Can I go straight? Oh, I can. Good stuff. Straight under to there, and then back up again to... I mean, I kind of want to say there, but that's not really going to work, so I'm going to have to do it to like... Oh, I'm also at the wrong height now, which means I'm also at the wrong height all the way back down here as well. So here, I now need to go to just 2 underground. Which I'll do like this. me just look at this again, because I need to move this. I'll probably move it over to there and have it come straight down like that. I think that'll work. See, I'll build that, and then it's 3 straight along to somewhere under here. What height's that? That's good. Right. Probably to about here. Thinking about it. And then 5. Come along a little bit, and then we'll come down. Alright, we'll go straight down. No? Oh, is it because of the metro? I think it's because of the metro. If I build it over like that, yeah, then we can come down. Under, under, under to there, and then up to approximately here. Where again it turns to 3. Under like that, and then straight up like that. Okay. So under here we need to there we go. I really want to thread this through and join it up at the same junction as that one, but I don't think that's going to work. But I also don't want to throw it in on this side because it's supposed to be a slow lane. Like, you always merge on the slow lane and then move across. It's going to be something like this. In fact, I might even just join it. Can I join it up to that? I can. Is that a good idea? I mean, it's not the worst idea I've ever had. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst idea I've ever had. Because then it does give people here a shortcut to get onto the freeway and not have to go across this junction. Whereas this way they do still have to go across the junctions, but I don't think as many people are going to be crossing over like that. And then all of this, it should be fine. It should be fine. That's quite a small gap between those junctions there, by the way. Oh well. Done it now. So this is all connected on this southern island. Now we've got to do the final connections on the roundabout here. So that's easy. That side's done. This side, though, a little trickier. Again, let's move the wires first before we replace them, just in case. So it's there, there, and there. And then it's that and that go. That should... I'll replace this one as well, just to make sure. So what was it? That, and that. Did this also connect over? I mean, it does now. So we'll see about that. I also noticed there was a gap here, so I'm going to fix that because that's annoying. There we go. Alright, so then expressway 2-lane. From here, you go under there like that, and then come under there like that, and then you come up like that, and join up. this again because that looked awful. It's going to go like that, and like that. Okay, and then finally, right the way back over here again. So this is all now connected up. That branches off and joins that bit. That branches off and becomes the main south bit. But there is one more section we need to do, which is this one here, which is 3 lane. I've actually forgotten now. Yeah, it's 3. Well, it's 3 and 3 here. And I suppose on this bit, it's also going to be 3 and 3. Yeah, because I guess what really is going to be is this is splitting. So this is part of the main split, which goes. I don't even know what height this is actually. Yeah. Break it off at the right height. That'd be a good place to start, wouldn't it? There. Like that. But then, I mean, this feels a bit off still. I suppose that's why. Because both of these actually are originally supposed to be 2. And then a third one comes from the surface and creates the 3. So I think what I'm going to do is just make here. Right, what have we got here? Just parkland. That's perfect. So you're going to come down, round, down further, I was about to say, but that doesn't look like it's possible now. Where am I trying to build this? That's the kind of like that, and then round and under again. Actually, tell you what, we'll build it from here. Because then what you can do is go down to the right height. Like that. Want to join it up on that little bit there. I might have to come back this way some more. Try that again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then curve in. Yeah, there we go. So that's that one. That should help get people from City North to City South, possibly. And then somewhere around here, like that. Get the right height. Like that. I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it. You should be able to get to this from all angles on this junction. And then connect all up under here. The next junction is the one here. Which, I mean, is sort of a steep slope, but that's why freeways, highways, motorways, whatever we want to call them, that's why they have slopes like this. It tends to be that you... I mean, this isn't always the case. Let me choose my words very carefully here. This isn't always the case, but the ones where the motorway is built below the surface of the road, the main road, so in this case it works perfectly, you actually use the slope here to decelerate and you use the slope here to accelerate. And it's the same with London Underground, the Victoria line. A lot of the stations are built on humps, and that's to help with saving energy, accelerating and decelerating the train, which I think is quite a cool idea. I think lots of transport networks around the world actually use that principle now. Because it's just common sense, really, when you think about it, isn't it? It's just common sense. This one I'm not going to change, because, like I said, steep slope works quite well. And then this one should work fine. I'm going to come over here and save. How long have I been going for? Nearly an hour. I've dawdled a lot in this episode, but I feel like I've also got quite a bit done. So I'm quite happy with that. Come on. There we go. Right, let's recap. This is phase 1 of what is going to be a big highway building project that's going to take place throughout the city. So the first thing we did was we replaced this avenue with a new grade avenue. And what I might actually do is these two stops here, because that road looks a bit weird, I might move these stops onto this road now. I think that'll work a lot better. I'm tempted to do it now. Should I wait a second? I think I might wait a second, just in case. I'm also just looking to see... What's that? That's 304. That's also 304. Oh, yeah. I get it, because of the way... Yeah. Cool. Alright, the other thing we've done over here is we've rebuilt this exit ramp to be 3-lane, so that people have more choice of which direction they want to go. We've also made it now so when they get to here, they only really turn left or right. There is an option to go straight on, but that's mainly for people coming from these sides. And then the avenue will continue onwards, as it does, and will be the old main road, with the new main road, the new highway tunneled underneath. There will be a connection here. There's also a connection on this side that connects up to this junction here, and then this one also comes around and connects up there. This one is like a little bypass, so it doesn't take you fully onto the highway, but it takes you onto the junction that then connects with the highway. So most cars, I imagine, will just literally loop around like that. And then we've built the new highway. So the new highway tunnels under the river, up into this side here, connects up with the big roundabout area here, and then at this point here splits to either run east and connect up here, or run to the surface, or west to connect up here, or to run to the surface over here. And then likewise from this side we've got one that slopes down and round and joins up here and runs back to the south. We've also got the main bit that runs here, connects to the south, and on this side we've got a little one that runs through there and connects up. And then we've also got it dive off the main road here and connect up. And then this east-west line will continue, or the road will continue, but I'm going to rebuild it so that it looks a little bit nicer, because I think having the 3 lanes with the bus lane works okay down at this end of things, where we actually do have the bus lane, where is it here, connect up, but I think further along it will have to turn into just a normal road. So I might just do a hard cut and have the bus lane end and the normal road begin, without there necessarily being a junction involved. Just so that it helps feed the buses into the main road, but doesn't take up too much of it in terms of a traffic lane. Okay, I think we're done. I think we're done for this episode. Trying to build a major motorway in infrastructure in and around like a transport hub here, and also this one here technically, it was a bit of a challenge, but I think I've done okay. I I think I've done okay. There's a little bit of a tunnel glitch going on there where that path goes underground. You see here, oh, that's a grid line actually. That's a grid line that slopes down. I thought that was the tunnel wall for some reason, but no, the tunnel wall runs fine. No glitch. The main road runs directly. So when you're actually at this metro station, I wonder if you're noticing the fact that between you and the pre-metro there's a major highway running straight through. And likewise, when you're at the pre-metro platforms, would you know that there's a major highway running directly underneath your feet? Who knows? I'm curious to see how this works. I'm also curious to see what this does to the traffic on this roundabout and also this avenue. Because I imagine now more people will actually use, well, it's obvious, more people will use the highway. But then will they come out here and cause another new traffic problem on this roundabout? We shall see. Until then though, guys, let me try that sentence again. I do apologise again for the moaning at the start. I've got it off my system. I really can't speak today. I've got it off my chest and out of my system. So now everyone knows... Did I just click something by mistake? Now everyone knows the status of this series. It's going to continue for at least another 10. I might even just stop doing the let's see where it is in 10 episodes time thing. Because really my time is going to be taking up with other things as well now. So if there's an episode missed for whatever reason, just accept the fact that there's no episode that day. Don't moan at me, don't whinge at me. I'm telling you now in advance, it's because I've decided to put my time on that particular week to something else. Something a bit more productive, or something that's going to wield better results, or maybe just I don't fancy making videos that week. And I'll be taking a break. I am going to be taking a break. Again, by the time you're watching this, the break's already finished, no doubt. But I will be taking more regular breaks if my health isn't great. If it improves, then I'll go back to every 5 weeks, roughly. But we'll see. But until then though, guys, I still can't say it. Unbelievable. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you enjoyed the series, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. But again, don't be offended if I don't immediately reply to them. Also go check out the name suggestions list, and again, don't be offended if I don't immediately reply to those. I am planning on doing, I might mark this down actually, episode 43, check name suggestions list. Rename new stops according to suggestions. There we go. So I won't name that episode yet, but you'll know now in 2 episodes time I'll be doing another name suggestions episode. I just realised I had conversation topics for today, but I actually did talk about the plans for highway and freeway in the city. I did do that. So what did we do? We rebuilt the central highway, we replaced the avenue on the current highway end, and we rebuilt junction around new avenue connection. Yes, we did all that. Good. Good stuff. Accidentally, I managed to do everything I wanted to do today. Where was I? I was in the middle of my outro, wasn't I? So yeah, do the suggestions, do the comments. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.